Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and today's video is going to be looking into the question, are you their type? So this was a video topic that was requested by one of my subscribers, and what we're going to be looking into in this reading is essentially, are you your person's type? And try to kind of gauge how interested in you they are. Now, I do want to say that just because you might not be somebody's traditional type, it doesn't always mean that they're not into you. I think a lot of times we end up dating people who might not be our type, quote unquote. So keep an open mind as you view this video and just be, open to any messages that may come through. What I'll try to do in this video is get a sense of what your person's type actually is, and just kind of see if you line up with that, and we'll just try to see how into you they are or not. So I'm just kind of keeping it really general. We'll just kind of see what ends up coming through. So let's go ahead and get into a couple of disclaimers. Keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading, so some of the messages may apply quite specifically to you and your situation, while other messages might not. So you guys know, as I always say, if it doesn't apply, just release it and let it go. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you could book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. Okay, so let's get into our pile selection. We're going to be working with 3 piles in today's reading. Starting off with pile number 1, we have some pink Himalayan salt. For pile number 2, we have some malachite. And for pile number 3, we have some pyrite. So I want you guys to go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your person. And think about whether or not you are their type and what insights you need to know about this topic. Go ahead and select the pile or crystal you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected pile. See you there. Hey pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So we are looking into are you your person's type, and try to kind of gauge how attracted to you or into you they are based off of this information. So I am going to begin by looking into some of your pre-shuffled oracle cards. We're going to look to see yes or no, are you their type, and then we're going to build out with some additional messages here with different decks. So starting off your reading, we have harmonious vibes and we have very likely. So right off the jump, I do feel this person is quite into you, or feeling like you are their type. We also have that message of Pisces coming up. Oh my goodness. Okay. So as I'm tapping into this energy, I do feel like, yes, you are this person's type in a sense. I do think that this person is feeling an emotional connection with you, with Pisces energy being here. And I love that we have the message of harmonious vibes. I think that this person is really feeling like you guys gel really well, and that you may be on the same page in terms of the emotional compatibility within your connection with them. We do have very likely coming up here. So with this coming up, I do think that this person is thinking on the more optimistic side of things when it comes to this connection as the energy stands right now. It doesn't feel like maybe they've made a final decision or a final assessment about where they stand with you at this time, but they are thinking that things are headed in a really positive direction based off of the harmonious vibe that they're feeling with you. I think with Pisces being here, this person is just maybe sort of like feeling the situation out, kind of going with the flow a little bit here. This person may also really like, sensitivity and emotion and things of that nature. And this could be a trait that you are mirroring back to them, hence why they're seeing you as being harmonious. You guys may also have a spiritual compatibility as well with Pisces coming up here. So let's just kind of dive into this a little further. We're looking to see how you guys line up with your person's type. So let's take a look for pile 1. So is pile 1 their person's type, or how do they align with their type? Let's see here. Is pile 1 their person's type? We have night energy coming up. And we have mystic. Oh my goodness. We also have the monk/nun. There's definitely spiritual energy here for sure. Like I was saying with Pisces, this feels like a really deep spiritual connection that may have the potential to really go long term if it hasn't already. This person really likes romance, and this person really likes chivalry and honorable action. I feel like if you guys are also very romantic, this person does find that to be quite compatible with their needs. I mean, Pisces energy, you guys, this is so lovey-dovey, you know? So I do think that the way to this person's heart is through, you know, charming and emotional expression. Charming expression and emotional expression. And the energy of chivalry is here with the Knight. You know, this person may like to show that they care. And they may also like partners who show how they care and who are able to readily express their feelings and kind of wear their heart on their sleeve in a sense. And with the Mystic card being here, this says revels in intimate union with the divine. So there's definitely a spiritual element to this person's type. Whatever spiritual beliefs the two of you share, you know, like we had here at the bottom of the deck and with the Mystic, this is something that they're seeing as being likely quite compatible between the two of you. So let's continue. We're going into some tarot cards next. Tell us more about pile one, their person. Tell us why pile one is their type and how into them they potentially are. Definitely romantic feelings here for sure with that Knight card coming up and with Pisces. All right, is pile one their person's type? Let's get some more insight here for you. We have a 10 of Wands. Okay. We have the World. Queen of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay. Let me just fix our cards here. I feel like this person this person, I think, has had a lot on their plate with the 10 of Wands. I will also note, you guys, this is totally weird and random with the 10 of Wands, but this may apply to somebody out there. The 10 of Wands for me, even though we know this card talks about like burden and stress and just like having a lot on your plate, in my experience, it also has to do with lifting weights in the gym. So for some of you guys out there could be a compatibility with lifestyle in terms of liking to lift weights in the gym specifically, like bodybuilders or just fit lifestyles could be a thing here for someone out there. That could just be for a select few of you. But what I feel with this 10 of Wands is that your person, I feel, is the type of person or looking for the type of person who can really support burdens of the other. So with this chivalrous energy, I think that your person likes somebody who's able to sort of take on their problems as their own and be able to help them through it and vice versa. Because again, this is harmonious. So I'm not necessarily seeing this as, oh, they just want you to take care of all their troubles for them. I feel like they want a person who is going to work with them together as a team to overcome obstacles and challenges. And they're the type of person, because they are so chivalrous, who would be like, tell me all of your problems. Let me solve them for you. I will take them off of your back. I will take on these responsibilities as my own. Okay. But I do feel for some of you guys that this person has been going through a little bit of a tough time in their life. So I'm guided to say that if this person hasn't been like super like responsive with you or super connected with you, I think the part of the reason is that this person is closing out old cycles with the World card being here. They need to release some sort of burden from their past off of their shoulders. And this is just for some of you. There's an energy with the Three of Swords of heartbreak. This person, I think, also sees you guys as a healer, with the Queen of Cups being here right next to the Three of Swords. They see you as a healer. This person has gone through something, or they've been stressed about something. There's been betrayal, heartbreak, just sad energy with something in their life. And you guys are this Queen of Cups to them. They see you as very compassionate, kind, caring, empathetic, somebody that they can like go to with all of their burdens and stress and like just share it with you, and you're there to be that source of emotional support for them. Again, with Pisces, this is very watery energy, very emotional energy here. But with the World card being here, I definitely can see that this person, like, they have a sense that you really check off a lot of their boxes, quote unquote. The World is about a sense of completion, right? So there's definitely something about you that I think that they see really completes their life in terms of what they're looking for in a partnership. Okay, so let's continue. Is pile 1 their person's type? Let's get a little bit more info here for pile 1. Is pile 1 their person's type? So we have social media, and we do have spiritual awakening coming up here. Okay. Yeah, like I do think for some of you guys, maybe this connection, especially with Pisces being here, there could be a sense that this connection is more like spiritual versus like tangible in the 3D. I don't think that's the case for everybody, but especially with social media coming up here, I do think that there is something about kind of staying connected online or like connected through social media versus like being grounded and in person. And this, again, could be because this person is closing out old cycles, but maybe they like to show their care to you through social media, through DMs and likes and things of that nature. There also could be something, again, going back to our harmonious energy, there's a compatibility here around social media and maybe the mindset around social media for those of you that are in a consistent connection with this person. But there's definitely been something in their life that's pushed this person, I think a heartbreak that has really pushed this person to become more aware of themselves and to become more spiritual, to connect in with their emotions. You see, we've got water here. There's so much water, you guys. I do think that there's something about you that has helped this person to better tune in to their feelings about things. And maybe this person was very like more cerebral or intellectual before. Not that they don't have those qualities still, but it seems that there's an awakening here to the emotional needs of this person through this connection. Maybe this is the first time that they've ever been able to romantically connect with someone who, helps them to emotionally express in this way or ignites these romantic feelings for them. It definitely seems like this person is ready and willing to like do chivalrous and romantic things for you. And it seems like a recent awakening for them. So let's continue here for pile 1. Is pile 1 their person's type? We do have the energy of ascending coming up. Oh, and we have love. Oh, yes, you guys. Yeah, this person definitely has a lot of love for you. They are feeling a high level of emotional compatibility with you like we've been seeing this whole time in your reading. We also have this energy of transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, moving into a new phase, preparing for union. Again, if you guys are not currently connected with this person in a meaningful way, I do feel it's because they're closing out a chapter in their life and they are keeping tabs on you on social media, trying to stay connected with you through social media. But yeah, this is all about sort of being ready with spiritual awakening, being ready for the next phase of your relationship with them. which is why, again, we have this energy of very likely. They feel very optimistic that this is moving into a really positive space, a new space, a more emotionally connected and spiritually aware space than maybe connections they've experienced in the past, or maybe this is even new for your connection with them. But they certainly do feel that unconditional love with you. And as I've been tapping into this energy, you guys, I've had the most like positive and beautiful feeling in my heart space. This feels really good. So I'm definitely super curious to hear from you guys, like how this resonates. I'm excited to feel this in a reading because I feel honestly like we don't always get these lovey type of energies all the time in these love readings, which makes me kind of sad. So I'm excited to get something like that here. So we're going to close it out with one more message for you guys. So let's just see for pile one, what else do they need to know about this person and the situation with regard to this topic? We have take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Wow. This is so beautiful, you guys. I think that it's very likely, as the cards say, that this person is ready to take a chance. I didn't even show you guys this. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Phoenix, rekindling, a new phase, growth. It's very similar to the Ascension card and the Spiritual Awakening. I do feel that this person has sort of metaphorically like risen from the ashes, from a really tough cycle or a tough time in their life. And I do feel that this person sees you as someone that they're very compatible with. They're ready to take a chance on love. And I do think that if you guys are already with this person, maybe there was an element of them taking a chance on you in the past when you guys first connected because they had just been through so much. But something about you has really changed this person's life for the better. And if you guys haven't connected yet, they do feel that connecting with you will change their life for the better. So this is beautiful energy, pile one. I would love to hear from you in the comments how you feel this resonates for you with your situation. So please drop me a note down below and let me know. If you guys are not already, please do subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. I do look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hey, pile number two, if you guys picked out the Malachite crystal, this is going to be a reading, and we are looking into the question, are you your person's type? So we're going to just kind of see whether or not you are this person's type. If you are, why are you their type? If you're not, maybe why not? Overall, I just want to gauge for you guys like how into you this person is and how maybe attracted to you they are, why or why not. So we're going to start with some pre-shuffled oracles, and then we'll be, of course, building out more information here for you with more cards. So right now, starting off your reading, we have the message of no time soon, and we do have less than desirable with the first house. Okay. So are you their type? The answer, as the energy stands today, is right now, no. It seems that there is something about you or about this situation that this person, number one, with no time soon being here, this is making me feel like there could be potential for you guys to connect on a deeper level, but it's not happening anytime soon because the circumstances are not desirable for you guys to connect at this time. I also feel like for some of you guys, this person sees this connection or maybe sees you as a less than desirable partner. And the reason why is because of this energy of the first house. So I feel like this is a connection that really hasn't had the opportunity to really be properly explored on a deep and meaningful level. With the first house being here, I think that this person is evaluating things on a very from a very surface level perspective. So I want to just say to you guys that just because this person may not see you as their type right now, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. And it does feel like there could be sort of potential for it at some point, but just no time in this current moment or like the near future. The first house is definitely talking a lot about first impressions, okay? So I feel for a lot of you guys that there was something about this connection, like a first impression really made an impact, maybe on the both of you. Maybe there was some sort of incompatibility that this person sensed or something like that. But again, it feels just like their viewpoint on this is coming from a very surface level perspective here based off of like very limited interactions that they've had with you. So let's just kind of continue on here. I want to try to understand why you guys are not this person's type. Okay, so like, what is their type and why are you not that? So let's see, what is this person's type? Let's start with that. Give us some insight into what this person's type genuinely is. What is this person's type? Oh, we have mother energy. Okay. So then why is pile number 2 not their type? Oh, wow. That flew right out. Oh, wow, you guys. This is like insane. Okay. All right. So your person is liking someone who's mom energy, okay? And you guys are not mom energy. You guys are queen energy, okay? Now, both of these archetypes are beautiful archetypes, and it does depend on what you're looking for in a relationship, right? I'm not trying to sit here and say your person is wrong or right or anything like that. This person likes somebody who is very nurturing. This card talks about nurturance, patience, unconditional love, the joy in giving birth to life. They may even like somebody who has children already, or maybe this person has children and they want somebody who has that natural sort of maternal instinct, or who has demonstrated the capacity to be able to be a mother to children. This can also be a situation where maybe there were some incompatibilities around what both of you were looking for in life, right? I could definitely see this group being a group where like maybe they didn't want to take that traditional role of being like a mom, a mother, and a homemaker. But this person is wanting that. So again, it just feels like you guys went on like a date or two with this person and there was just some sort of fundamental misunderstanding or incompatibility that they've identified here. Like, for instance, not being ready to have children or something along those lines. I do think that this person likes a partner who has these traits and attributes. They also may have a tendency to be attracted to partners who embody the traits of their own mother. And so that could be like a whole nother thing we dive into later, but that's what I see for their type. And you guys showing up here as the queen, this is radiating the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. This person sees you as somebody who's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Autonomous and sovereign over your life. I do feel like this person, okay, I've got to be honest with you guys, and I'm not saying this person is right, okay? But I kind of get the sense that this person might be into like a more sort of down-to-earth energy in a partner, and for some reason they are perceiving you maybe as being a little bit high maintenance, right? Like they thought that maybe you were too much for them. I think that they saw you as being somebody who has like a very confident personality, somebody who is not afraid to set boundaries, someone who's not afraid to vocalize your needs and to like really put yourself out there and express yourself confidently. And I think this person likes somebody who comes across as a bit more down to earth and understated. Not saying you guys aren't down to earth, and it could be just a matter of like, you know, some people just prefer a more like, you know, I don't want to say plain Jane because that just sounds condescending to me, but they just like somebody who's a little bit more, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. Like granola, or like, to me, this comes across as like kind of like the hippie granola girl, which is beautiful, right? But I feel like they see you as like this kind of, like really like sexy, like confident, like almost like alpha, or just someone who's really like into their career, someone who's very glamorous. Maybe glamorous is the right word here. It just seems like you guys might be the opposite of what they like. So let's just continue on. This is very interesting, pile 2. Definitely will be loving to hear your comments on this one. All right, so tell us more about this person's type. So what is pile 2's person's type? So we do have a King of Cups. What is this person's type? And we have a 4 of Pentacles, okay? Why is pile 2 not their type right now? with this Queen energy. Nine of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. We have Emperor energy here at the bottom. So I kind of feel for some of you guys that this person could be someone who's like quite maybe traditional, or maybe the type of masculine, or just, it doesn't really matter, but just like the type of energy that's very masculine, quite authoritative. You know, they like to kind of be the one calling the shots. And I think that this is why they may be attracted to a more understated type of personality, because I feel like your personality to them is something that they like, it feels challenging for them for some reason. I think that they want somebody who's going to be maybe a bit more on the submissive side. And I definitely don't see you all as being like submissive. You know, I think that this group is a group that's really strong and confident, and they're going to speak up and advocate for themselves. And this person, I think, just kind of knows that they're not equipped for that. Okay. So, yeah, this person, I think with the Four of Pentacles, I think that they like somebody that they don't have to kind of pull out a lot of stops for, or like a lot of frills for. I am feeling like this person could be a little bit like cheap financially, and maybe that's, you know, again, no judgment toward anyone's person or their lifestyle or anything like that. I know a lot of people find that to be negative, but this person definitely seems like someone who's very frugal. And I see that with you with the Ace of Pentacles, even though they do see potential with this connection, I think that they see that they're going to have to start investing in a different way with you. And they, I think, have some very like, you know, I think they just have some beliefs that are a little bit fixed. Like, I don't know that this person is completely open-minded to different types of ideas or beliefs. I think that they feel very conservative to me. Not that that's like a good or bad thing. But yeah, this person, I think they have a lot of fear over like letting go of control. I think they have a lot of fear over like being kind of open to new ideas. And I do think that there's something about your energy that made this person feel a little bit like insecure or closed off in a sense. This person with the King of Cups here likes somebody who's also in control of their emotions, right? I think that they like somebody who is emotionally secure and stable. Not saying that you guys are not that, but I almost feel like it's more that they want to feel emotionally comfortable with someone, and they want to have their feelings, but I think that they have a hard time sometimes expressing those feelings. And this may come from, you know, their relationship with their mother, but it could also be that your archetype that they're perceiving you as is intimidating to them. You know, like there's definitely this energy of being closed off to anything that's not like providing this nurturing, comfortable space for them. I think with the Nine of Wands being here, this person felt like this was connecting with you. It just feels difficult for them. They weren't fully trusting you. This person may also have like this sort of perception of like beautiful people being like not able to be trusted. Like they may have some sort of really, again, like outmoded beliefs about attractive people that make them feel that they couldn't trust you all the way, that like you're highly sought after or you might cheat on them. Like there's definitely a guarded energy here that this person is perceiving from this connection. I'm picking up on a lot. So it felt challenging to them. Even though they saw the potential here, it felt like it was going to be really challenging for them to let their guard down with this. You guys have to let me know, like, how long did you know this person? Like, how many dates have you been on? Because it just kind of feels like this didn't really fully get off the ground, because this person just seems very closed off to anything that's different from what they're used to, you know, or whatever their, like, traditional values and belief systems are that they are looking for in a partner. All right, so let's see. Is pile 2 their person's type? Give us more info into this question, please. We have friends, and we do have text message. So there could be something about communication that was significant here with the texting. I think this person tends to feel more comfortable when it's friends first, but I also think that this person may just kind of see you as a good friend right now, and there could be that fear with the 4 of Pentacles of opening up to more with you. We also do have third party here at the bottom, so this person may also be like in a connection already, or again, maybe they have like children with someone else. So they see you as friends for sure, and that makes sense with the King of Cups because that, that would, this person does have care for you. They do feel care towards you. But the King of Cups is not always the most expressive with their feelings. I see them very closed off to being able to emotionally express. Maybe the most kind of communication you've got from them is through text message or something like that. Let's continue for pile 2. Are you their type? Let's get more info. But it makes sense with the first house with all of these like very guarded cards here, and even the King of Cups a little bit, because it just feels like this person, it's surface level. They're making these surface level judgments because they've not really allowed themselves to be open-minded to trying something different, to trying something that might be a little bit out of their comfort zone, We have wedding rings. This person could be married, you guys. That makes a lot of sense why they're closed off. And I hate to say it, but they might be seeing you guys as like their fun, like sexy, like distraction from their, more low-key sort of, in their mind, maybe boring partner, which is sad for them, We have the cassette. Outdated thinking, yes. Conditioning, replaying events, yeah. This person is they have outdated thinking, outmoded beliefs. They're very closed-minded, you guys. So, again, it's not about you. I said this in the intro, but I know not everybody watches the intros. Just because somebody doesn't feel like you're their type, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? It's just where this person is at energetically. They just have a very outdated outlook on relationships. And that's why there is this incompatibility here between the both of you that they perceive. So let's close you guys out with one more message here for pile number 2. What else should pile 2 know about this connection? Okay, we have 2 coming out. True love. This love is once in a lifetime. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. It definitely seems like with the King of Cups and the true love, there are feelings here for sure. So if you guys have been connecting with this person for a while, it doesn't mean that there wasn't something there. But I also see them as still being involved with someone else here. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. This person has a hard time with that. I think they have a hard time asking for support, whether it almost feels like it's financial in nature with this person a little bit, but it's also just about them being able to open up their heart and be vulnerable. Remember, they are the emperor. They want to be in control of the situation. And this is not a very emotionally expressive person here. This is somebody who's this is the way it's going to be. I'm laying down the law. It's my way or the highway type of energy at times. They're definitely not the type of person that's going to ask for help. Although I'm kind of feeling, tell me, do you guys see this? It almost feels like we have similar figures here with this Emperor energy. This guy looks kind of like the Emperor card. So there could be a dynamic here with this connection where you guys go to this person as a source of support or help or assistance in a way. It's almost like I don't want to say a father-daughter dynamic, but there could be an age difference here too for some of you guys, with this person being much older than you. I think too, if you guys are quite independent, this person I think needs to be needed at times, so it could be maybe a way that you could break the ice with this person, if it's something you're wanting to do, or like soften them a little bit, would be to kind of go to them and ask for help. They like to be needed. They need to be needed. They want to feel like they're helping in some way, even if it's like annoying that they feel that way. And I used to actually work with someone, it was a woman actually, who embodied this Emperor energy a lot, and we had a really bad, terrible working relationship. But one of that person's traits was that they needed to be needed. And so like if you didn't go to them and need something, you were like on their, naughty list. It was weird. But anyway, just say that to say, it's just food for thought for pile 2. But I do hope that this reading was able to give you some insight into this person, and I would just love to hear from you guys in the comments how you feel like this resonates with the situation. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next video, and I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye! Hey there, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So we are looking into, are you your person's type? And we're going to find out why or why not that may be the case. And I'm going to just preface this reading by saying that just because you might not be someone's type, it does not mean there's anything wrong with you. And just because you're not someone's type, it doesn't mean that they're not like into you or like you in some way. Okay, so I said that in the intro, but I know that not everybody watches the intro, so I just wanted to repeat it here. But hopefully this reading will give you guys some insight, at least into what's happening with this person. So let's take a look. So for pile 3, are you their type? We have unlikely, and we do have no promises with the 3rd house of communication. Okay, so I feel for pile 3 that this person is feeling like you are not their type at this particular moment in time, with unlikely and with no promises coming up here. There might be potential for something, but it feels like the likelihood of this progressing forward in any way at this particular moment in time is very slim chances of that. I do see here with the 3rd house that you and this person could be experiencing some miscommunication at this time. So I would kind of think about how you've communicated your intentions to this person, and whether or not you feel like your intentions have been communicated to accurately reflect what you want, and vice versa with them. There is definitely something here about miscommunication. And for some of you guys, I'm actually even wondering if this person kind of sees you as more of like a sibling, or like a colleague or a coworker or something like that. And maybe they're not even really thinking about you in this particular like romantic sense at this time. Could also be too that you guys are maybe like a part of the same group, but in a very detached way. Like this could be a person who just has a very like acquaintance-like relationship with you, or a sibling-like relationship with you, or something like that. So let's go ahead and see. I want to take a look at what is their type, and then we're going to take a look at why they're not seeing you all as their type right now. So what is pile 3's person's type? What do they look for in a partner? What is pile 3's person's type? The Prince. Okay, and why is pile 3 not their type? The Midas Miser. Okay. So this person likes somebody who is romantic, okay? Somebody who's very charming. I also think this person likes an element of surprise, okay? With like how the flowers are being kind of hidden behind the back. I think that they like romantic expression as well. So going back to like what I was saying about communication, I think that if you guys like this person and you've not really made them obviously aware of that, I think it's probably partially why they're not seeing you as being their type, okay? They like somebody who's very romantic. And this also talks about the potential for power. So this person may also like people or gravitate towards partners who are in a position of power or can help to up-level them in some way from their perspective, okay? Now, the reason that you guys are not their type, we have the Midas Miser. This says entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. There's also the shadow side of hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So this card is sort of twofold. I think going back to what we were talking about with communication, I think this person might be perceiving you as being a bit closed off with your emotions. Or, you know, if this person is somebody who sort of has this side to them where they like to be with people who can like up-level them in some way, and you're somebody who's not openly sharing like your resources with them. And when I say resources, I mean like money, I mean time, romantic energy. Like if you're not freely sharing those things with them, then they may not be into you like that. I do kind of feel for some of you guys like this person, for some of you guys, I do feel like this person is a little bit of like, has user energy. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, again, we all have light and shadow, and that might not be for everyone out there, but it almost feels like this person could be evaluating relationships or partnerships through the lens of like, what can this person do for me versus what can I do for them? I think for some of you guys, they do see you as a person who is really like abundantly like rich. Maybe they see you as someone who has a lot of money, or they see you as someone who's an entrepreneur or really highly creative. Like whatever you touch turns into gold, like this card says. And there could be a slight intimidation factor with that as well. Or just like this entitled vibe of like them feeling like they're entitled to some of that and you're not sharing it, you know? So let's continue. This is very interesting energy, group 3. So for pile 3, what is this person's type? What do they look for in a partner with this Prince energy? Knight of Cups showing as I'm shuffling, kind of similar to that Prince. This person does like someone who is emotionally expressive and maybe a bit showy or flashy with it at times. Okay, hold on. All right, so the 7 of Wheels is coming out, so we're going to take it. For pile 1, what is their actual type? Ooh. What is this person's type? The 6 of Cups. And why is pile 1 or pile 3 not their type at this time with the Midas Miser, please? Ace of Pentacles. There's definitely a message about money coming up here. Maybe you guys work together, like I was saying before. Ace of Wands. Yeah, they feel with the 8 of Swords, I think they feel a bit awkward around you, or maybe they feel like you guys are a little bit awkward in the way that you express to them. There's definitely an undertone of feeling awkward, okay? That's definitely coming through. Awkward or closed off. It could be that you guys really struggle to kind of express yourself openly to this person, or at least that's the way that they perceive it. So I want to say with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, I do feel that this person does see you as someone who they could have a potential connection with, right? Like there's a lot of potential energy that they're associating with you, potential like money energy coming up here, but also potential creative and physical energy. Like I think that they are physically attracted to you with the Ace of Wands being here, but it's like with no promises being here, they are understanding that in order to be with you, some investment and effort on their part is required, okay? Aces are always going to be those potential energies. So there's that potential chemistry. There's that potential growth opportunity from like either a money and career perspective or from like I have to put tangible effort to grow this relationship perspective. But without the effort being put in on either side, it doesn't go anywhere, you know? And there is something here with this 7 of Pentacles about effort. This person wants to feel like they see the fruits of their labor when they invest in a relationship. I think this person could sometimes be a little bit impatient when it comes to romantic partnerships too. Like they feel like they put in this work and, through their romantic expression and charm and things like that, but they're not always seeing their return on investment as quickly as they would like. And so there could be something here, again, because they're perceiving you as being closed off. They are seeing you as being maybe a little bit like kind of stuck or stagnant in your energy toward them, or awkward. Like there's something about the way you're communicating where this person isn't really seeing the effort on your side of things, even though they know that there's potential here. So this is really interesting. This person with the Six of Cups, they like to feel comfortable in relationships. This person, I'm going to say for some of you, might still be connecting with like an ex or a past romantic connection, like a past partner in their life, or they are drawn to familiar energies, like energies that feel similar to what they're used to in the past. This person is very much like in their comfort zone when it comes to relationships. This person may also still be investing in a past partner too with the Seven of Pentacles, and still waiting to kind of see how this pans out for them before they're ready to open up to new people. But yeah, I feel like the biggest thing here with you, pile 3, like why they're not seeing you as their type, has to do with like the investing energy. Like either you not investing in them in a really visible way, or them not being ready to invest in you. Okay, so let's continue. I also feel just like some of you guys are colleagues or coworkers with this person, and I think that could be part of it too. So for pile 3, what is their type, and why is pile 3 not their type right now? We have the storm warning. Okay. We have text message. Communication, you guys. Communication is a thing here that's like showing up as an opportunity, because I think that this person needs very clear and obvious communication. So like if y'all have been just like dropping little hints to this person, they're not getting it, to be honest with you. Like they're just not getting it. If you're texting or sending like little emoji, like they're not getting it. This person needs like very obvious emotional expression to understand how you feel, or just anyone. I want to say though with the storm warning that I do think that right now this person is still working on some past kind of like karmic cycles in their life, because with the Six of Cups being here with the storm warning, I kind of feel that this person is still drawn to sort of like karmic patterns or past life patterns in a sense, meaning that they are attracted to some sort of like toxic cycle still. So like if you guys are somebody who is not that Six of Cups, like very familiar energy to them, they may not always notice it as the opportunity it is. So let's continue. Tell us more about pile 3's person. Is pile 3 their type? Why or why not? Oh yeah. So we have the energy of heartbroken coming up here. They are still going through something, you guys. And that, I feel like that kind of adds some additional nuance to this person, because I think the reason that they might need this really obvious romantic charm to feel like attracted to someone or to recognize it as an opportunity is because maybe they've been in a relationship for a really, really long time and they're just like newly getting out of it, or they're just not that experienced in relationships other than like maybe one really significant past person. they're still kind of grieving the loss of that situation. And there is still sort of a little bit of an attachment to that situation, a feeling of like they've really invested a lot into it. And even though there's red flags, maybe they're not really ready to fully release it and let it go. And even if they have released it and let it go, they are still looking back at it, and they are still, grieving that loss a bit. So even though you guys are somebody that's kind of showing up as being like in their vicinity or in their surroundings, it feels like they're more so seeing you as like a friend, or seeing you as someone who is just kind of there to connect with in their space, whatever that space is that the two of you may share. The girl talk energy coming up is saying time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, and having fun, right? So they're seeing you as someone that they can like maybe talk to, text, connect with at times. They may actually even feel like you guys are single and just like having fun and not really open to connecting with them in that way. So it's twofold, right? I think it goes back to the communication piece, and have you guys really told this person how you feel in an obvious way? But it also speaks to like just the mental space that this person is in, where they may not really just be ready to romantically connect with anyone right now because of their past. So we will close out your message, pile 3, with one more card. And then we will see what else you guys need to know. So for pile 3, what else do they need to know about this person? Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Wow. So I think, again, this goes back to what I was saying about the 6 of Cups. This person is not seeing you as their type right now because they are still hung up on past stuff, okay? They may not really know how to get out of this pattern yet. They may not be ready to fully give up on it because they're in the 7 of Pentacles. They're reassessing their investment here and maybe deciding, do I want to continue to put forth effort into this, or do I want to walk away because of the red flags? So I think they may be slowly awakening to this need to change things up, but it definitely does not feel like this person is going to be ready, to be in anything meaningful, if that's what you guys are looking for, at all, like in the near future, with these unlikely and no promises here. So they're still kind of tied up in old stuff. They're tied up in old patterns. I think being with you is like taking a risk, or getting out of their comfort zone with whoever this past person is feels like a risk to them. And look, underneath of this, we have the breakup card and the soulmate card. So this is a person that they've gone through a lot with. And this person to them was a soulmate. This was somebody that they had a really long term, with the 6 of Cups. This was like a karmic partner for them. But someone that was there for a reason. Like, karmic partners doesn't always have to mean bad, you guys. Like, I see a lot of you guys in the comments. We have definitely, I think, in the spiritual community, like really overemphasize these labels and, overemphasize like the meaning of a karmic partner versus a soulmate and all this stuff. And I think it can be helpful sometimes, but karmic partners are sometimes some of the most important partnerships because they force you to like look in the mirror and reckon with the sides of yourself that need healing, and I feel for a lot of you guys like this person was in this relationship for a very, very long time. This person is a comfort zone, and it can be hard to get out of that cycle. So I say all that to say, pile 3, I think we will go ahead and end your message here, but I do hope that this reading was able to help you guys out. It doesn't feel like it's anything really to do with you. I think it's more this person and like their headspace and where they're at. They're just not seeing you in that way right now because of this old stuff they're still stuck in. So please comment below. Let me know how you feel like this may resonate with the situation with this person. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next video. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.